Welcome to Sketchy Ideas, the live point counterpoint video podcast where we illustrate and debate concepts surrounding leadership, business, personal achievement, delegation, and today Irish dancing styles in a way that may make you think twice before you implement that new idea you just learned about on the internet. Welcome. I am one of your co-hosts, Michael Rampolla.
I'm Brad James.
And today we have the Irish dancer, the jigger. Today we have a very special guest. We're going to talk about the different ways your company can benefit from delegation with SquaredAway founder and CEO Michelle Penczak. But first, we should probably thank those that make the show happen. A word from our sponsors. Brad, that's your cue.
Cream City Marketing. At Cream City Marketing, right now we're helping a lot of businesses who've been trying to figure out this automation stuff all over the place, make marketing strategies and tactics work together and not spend a ton of time and resources on it. So give us a shout out, creamcitymarketing.com, and we'll make sure all of your stuff is connected and integrated.
Very nice. Sketchy Ideas is also powered by Spirity. Spirity helps business owners overcome the obstacles to achieve a greater success. We do that by identifying the processes that run your business and ensure that they're not only repeatable, but measurable and therefore improvable. We also coin new words. Spirity, reach out. We'd love to support you, spirity.com. Today's topic is one that is near and dear to our hearts. If you've been following along, and we hope that you have, we've been building up to this point through the ideas of leadership, process definitions, delegation, and now we're going to learn from the master delegator how to be better delegators and how hiring an executive assistant can dramatically shift the way you do things and accelerate your growth and scale. We're pretty sure by the end of today, you're going to be looking to hire one also. And you know what? That's good because our guest today has a whole army ready and waiting to support you. With that, I want to introduce Michelle. Michelle, thanks for being on Sketchy Ideas.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, we hope to keep that going and not douse your spirit. So when we were talking in our ramp up to this point, we've all had that day where we could have used 3 of ourselves or maybe 5. And I think that some of that same experiences got you to where you are today with this company. Is that right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So what got you to the point that you said, not only do I need this kind of help, but I think I'm not the only one who needs this kind of support? What's the madness that led to the sanity that is now SquaredAway?
Oh my goodness. First and foremost, it sounds like a really bad country song.
Perfect.
So that's the circumstances that kind of led to it. Brad, I know that you were super excited to hear this. But yeah. What started SquaredAway was nobody wanted to hire me as a military spouse. So that's how I kind of fell into the virtual assistant realm. And when I started working for a virtual assistant company, Zirtual, in 2013, I worked for them for 2 years. They kind of went bankrupt overnight. The sad country song story portion of this story is my husband had deployed 2 weeks before that happened, and I was 3 months pregnant with our first little boy. So it was an absolute nightmare when that happened. One of my clients, who is a very near and dear friend of mine now, I called him and was like, I have no idea what to do. My team doesn't know what to do. And he was like, you know what? You're going to be fine. I'm going to be your client still. You're going to make it work and you're going to create a company. I thought he was crazy. It worked. I built up a team of clients while I was still, creating a baby at the same time. I worked until literally I had my son. I took a grand total of 2 weeks off. Went back to work as a new mom, and in true Marine Corps fashion, my husband came home and said in 2 months later that we had orders from North Carolina to Hawaii. And most of my clients were on the East Coast. So me being me, said, you know what, time zones aren't going to beat me. And then I told my clients I was taking a week off to move, didn't tell them where. And we moved with my 10-month-old from North Carolina to Hawaii. And I started waking up at 3 a.m. Hawaii time to work with my East Coast clients. And a lot of caffeine was consumed. I can't guarantee how much, but there was a lot. It was great. I started working at 3 a.m. I was off at 11. I worked, and then I had all day with my son in the afternoon, which was awesome. So that
sounds like an incredible story. Like,
it sounds nuts, right?
Well, so, but here's the thing, right? Like you've proven, and we work with a lot of entrepreneurs, and I'm sure so do you. So that whole story of like, look, if you want it, you overcome it, you adapt, you move forward. You're just moving forward.
Michael.
Or west.
So listen, I'm gonna delegate the writing of this call, but I just want to make sure I got the facts straight. Can't get hired, take a temp job, deployed husband, pregnant, employer goes bankrupt, insert crazy business partner here, which good story would need, right? Grow a human and a company, move to Hawaii from the East Coast in a week, wake up early and do it all over again.
Pretty much, yeah.
Give or take, twang, and we got our give or take a refrain.
Was there any crying dog?
There was no crying dog. There was no crying dog. So no guitar involved. So that's like the pieces that are missing there.
Tractor? Truck?
Yeah, something with 4-wheel drive has to be in here somewhere.
My husband does drive a truck. He does have
there
a truck.
We go.
There it is.
There we go. Had to be a truck. Yeah, plus truck. Plus truck. And we do.
As you can see, we've already made this show very sketchy. This has gotten off to a great start.
Good warm up.
Oh my goodness. But no, that's our crazy founder story essentially. I did that for 6 months, and then my co-founder Shane called me and said, I need you to scale because my company is scaling. I need more of you. And I said, call me later. I'm going to need to think about this one. And I called him back a few days later and said, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it with military spouses. And that's
awesome.
To SquaredAway.
So thank you. So real key elements in all honesty is failure plus somebody with an idea crazier than mine.
Essentially.
Like, Brad, that sounds like a business origin story, right? Like run into failure and somebody besides me needs to be just a little crazier than me to get me out of my what was me / comfort zone, right? Because that up to that point, had you even thought about forming your own business?
I knew that I wanted to continue working with my clients when Zirtual stopped, like when all operations halted. I knew I wanted to continue supporting my clients. I had no idea it would lead to a business in any way, shape, or form.
That sounds like most good business ideas, right, Brett?
So.
And now you have how many team members on your team right now?
Almost 170, right at 170. Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, especially because they're all virtual. Most of them are virtual, right? Literally.
Everybody is virtual.
Is your assistant's even virtual, right? That's
nuts. So here's a lesson for all of you. Michelle's doing virtual before virtual was like everybody's life. So if you're not paying attention yet, pay attention. All right. So
I was virtual before virtual was cool.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Right.
You're a trendsetter.
All right. So it sounds like your team is definitely tuned in because they're already commenting on your crazy, amazing story of where you've come from and now where you're at. And so now I want to dive into, unless Michael, you've got any other questions, I want to dive into what do you do and how do you support all these clients? You've got 170 people working with you. So that doesn't include the clients either, right? So you talked earlier about how you partner with clients and that's kind of the methodology you take. So can you take us through kind of what this whole process is that you've shared, trained, taught, retrained, iterated on, what it is now? Because I think for most people, especially like me, and Brian can attest to this, and even Michael can attest to this, that sometimes it's really hard to trust and delegate and do all those things. But clearly you found a method that works, and you've had a ton of success for your clients and a ton of success for yourself. So could you share a little bit more about that?
So I think what makes SquaredAway different than any other virtual or assistant or remote assistant company out there is the way we approach our client relationships is totally different. So we're partnering with our clients, number one, to be successful as a partnership. And two, excuse me, we are proactive versus reactive. So we're always trying to think 2 steps ahead of our clients and support them in their priorities to make them successful in their endeavors. So, excuse me, those 2 pieces are key. Plus, the majority of our assistants are military spouses. So we automatically come with the get it done mentality. We come with the, okay, well, we've tried 1, 2, and 3, or A, B, and C. It's time to try the rest until it gets done. Like failure is not an option. Like we're going to get it done in some way, shape, or form. Plus, we also collaborate internally all the time. We have a channel in Slack where assistants are always asking each other, how can I do this? I have a client who needs this. Who can help me? I'm not familiar with this. Who can walk me through this? That is such a dynamic collaboration that even if your assistant is not familiar with social media, she can ask that question and 15 or 20 other assistants will jump in and help them with that. So it's always a collaborative mentality. I'm going to pick on Caroline just because she's Michael's assistant and I know she's in here. But if Caroline were not savvy in something, she could go into dynamic resourcing and say, hey, my client needs X, Y, and Z. Can somebody walk me through this? And she would get support.
So I'm getting
that's
I'm getting partnership is the nature of the relationship.
Absolutely.
And there's also the second tier of that partnership where it's a professional with a team of other professionals behind them.
Absolutely.
So I know I don't just get Caroline, I get, well, at least some portion of 170, which talk about a smart investment. Other business owners out there, hire one or hire 170 for the price of one. Your call. Whatever, yeah, your call.
Thank you for that pitch, Michael. So much.
But it's true. I mean, I've had in a good way. Let's see. I've had 1, 2. Well, I think Caroline is my 4th or 5th person with SquaredAway, and what I didn't have to go find 4 or 5 people. I found SquaredAway, and SquaredAway has helped me find 4 or 5 people who have helped us get to this point. And every time, and my business partner Darren works with Kaylee. Kaylee is now. Here's the thing, folks. Kaylee is right now. She's in the process of moving. She's doing her cross-country trek, and so she's not available for a few weeks. Well, it's not like we're out. Like we have Sarah right now. So it's great because one call from us gets us a team that is there no matter what. Even if our current relationship partner is unavailable, we always have people that are there, and that's from a ease of mind, from a business owner standpoint. Like I can't put a number on it.
And it's not like you're just getting someone who doesn't know the backstory of your business either. The assistants collaborate so that they're supported while your predominant assistant is out PCSing or moving across country as well.
Right. Okay, I caught at least one acronym in there, and I want to make sure we're keeping track of military acronyms as they happen. Was that PCSing?
PCSing, like I don't even know what it stands for, but it means military move across the country.
Got it. All right, that's one for those.
Sounds pretty sketchy to me.
It does sound pretty sketchy.
PCSing. Okay, sure. All right, Brad, thanks for letting me have the sidebar. Go for it.
No worries. We're going to come back to you since clearly Michelle was able to help you. This works. So
if it can work on me, listen, if you can help this guy get more organized, you can help anybody.
So can you share with us, I don't want you to dive into like the details, but when you have somebody like Michael, you shared a little bit about how you train people to delegate, but also how you train the delegatees to receive and work through things. So can you dive into like what that mystery magic is? You know, is it the Kool-Aid? Is it some wizard spell? I don't know these days. There's everybody. So
a lot of times when we get clients come to us because they're overwhelmed. They need support, they need help, they are frazzled, and it's literally like they're at the end of their rope. Like, help me please right now. I've literally gotten on client calls where they're like, organize my life. Okay, great. This is how we're going to start. You get on that call and you do this with your assistant and you say, okay, we're going to pick a time every week or pick a time a couple times a week and we're going to chat and I'm going to brain dump everything that lives in my brain on my assistant and say, okay, I need to schedule doctor's appointments. I need to do research for X, Y, and Z. I need to know who this person is. I need to schedule podcasts. I need to literally list out everything that's living in my brain and give it to somebody else. That is the epitome of delegating. You are not writing it down. You are not putting it in a Google Doc. You are not putting it in an email. That is literally handing it all over to your assistant. It is up to your assistant to track it, organize it, and help you prioritize it. It never gets lost. It never gets deleted. And you can literally refer to that with them on your weekly or bi-weekly calls or however often you're talking to your assistant. But that is your living document that you work off of, your assistant works off of. So you're never having to say, okay, well, I need to give something to Courtney. I need to delegate something to her, because that's always the living document that your assistant is working off of.
So that's counterintuitive because
yes.
Typically, right? Now, I love that you're already basically disagreeing with us from last week. That's perfect, because last week we said, here's the process, document this, hand it off, make it super clear. That is implying the nature of a certain kind of relationship. I have a business relationship, somebody's my employee, and there is an established process. When you're at a different level, like you're talking about here, where I don't even know where to begin, right? Last week we talked task triage. That implies you know what the tasks are. You're saying we do that part. You're saying if you are at that level, you're a business owner with everything overworked, overwhelmed, and unorganized, get to an expert who is those things so you don't have to be. Exactly. Dump it all out, AKA in its sketchiness, and give it, and just like keep it sketchy and give it away.
Yes, exactly. Your job is awesome. To literally give it away to somebody else to take care of for you. Your job is to answer the questions that come along with those tasks. What is your birthday? What is your preference here? Do you want it on Monday? Do you want it on Friday? It's your job to answer those questions. It's not your job to keep the task organized. That's your assistant's job. They just need to know what tasks they have to keep organized. That's where the brain dump comes into play.
Dump it all out, hand it all off, go be awesome, answer questions as necessary. Okay, exactly. I'm totally in for that. Well, and I know I'm in. I mean, it's working. So, I mean, but that sounds...
It sounds counterintuitive and super
That's what I love about it.
But you're literally handing over, like, I could sit here and list off 10 different things that are living on my to-do list right now. But I know I could pick up the phone and call my assistant and say, okay, Courtney, get your list and let's run through this. And she's going to have them organized and she's going to come back to me with questions later. And I don't have to have them organized because I know she does. Yeah, and you don't even have to get on a call. You can send it in a voice memo. You can send it in a Voxer. You don't even have to get on a call.
Back when I was driving quite a bit more than I am right now, I would often do the voice version, which was super helpful because it was already in my head and I was kind of processing through it. And then I would just start hitting record and drop these, like, you know, spewing in a sense, but in a good way, because now it's out. Like, it was already messy. And my attempt to not get it messy or unsketchify it was what was holding me back. And yes, exactly. Again, that I want to thank you. I just had to get to the idea. That's really key. one of the things we talked about, what's holding people back from delegating, is that they don't have clarity as to what it is that they're delegating. So they're not even getting started. If that's you, this is the solution. Hire a professional who knows how to take it in its still, unformed clay ball and turn it into something that's mystery and magic.
Exactly. Everybody knows how to talk. Everybody knows how to talk. Not everybody knows how to email and communicate professionally via email. Not everybody knows how to use a task management system. Everybody knows how to talk.
I've learned a lot of those things over the years out of necessity. Yes. Yeah.
So as long as you can do that, you can delegate, I promise, especially to an assistant. Because
if you can talk, you can
the
delegate. Now that's lowering the bar the way we like. That's good.
If you can talk, you can delegate.
You too can delegate.
You hear that? You heard it here. We just lowered the bar again. You didn't think it was possible, but it's happened.
Exactly. Yeah. A lot of people will come to me and say, I don't know how to delegate. You know how to talk to people on the phone. Tell them what's living in your brain. What's living on your to-do list. My kid has college applications I have to help them with. That's a task. The assistant just has to know the questions.
So this is awesome. This is awesome. Yeah, go ahead, Brett.
Yeah. So here's what I'm hearing, and tell me if I'm wrong. So if you are because we talked about this, there's a lot of type A business owners out there who hate letting go of control, but most of them have chaos amidst the presentation of organization to their customers and clients. This is one way to really make that chaos go away and actually have clarity, organization in your life, so you're not faking it. Did I get that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you're saying it can even work for me?
Yes, Brad. It can even work for you.
Now we're really low in the bar.
And we will get you all squared away.
Hold on, I gotta get a shovel. I'm gonna go get the bar back. All right, so if it can work for Brad, if you've been watching the show even twice, if it can work for Brad, right, it can work for you too. So I've got everyone knows how to talk. Mystery magic, dump it all out. Now, let's pretend I haven't yet done the right thing and brought an assistant in to support me, and I'm still trying to delegate to whoever I'm currently, my current team, right? Not everybody has the means, or maybe they just have a whole army around them of some other sort already. From your perspective as the master of the master delegate, master of the assistants, right? What have you learned about after the brain dump? What makes for a good delegator to assistant, owner to support person relationship from the perspective of the person receiving all of the delegation? Because we told everybody how to give it away, but there's a better way to give it away if you're thinking about the person who's receiving. So what can you tell us about that?
Being able to give and receive feedback. So you can delegate everything to your assistant, being able to get on the call and say X, Y, and Z, here's my to-do list, it's 30,000 things long, and go kind of thing. But being able to get that feedback and say, okay, this is what's going to help me make you more productive. This is where the compliment sandwich comes in, guys. I know you guys are super.
This is what they were hiding from me earlier before the show.
The compliment sandwich is not something to be scared of. It's not terrifying, I promise. The compliment sandwich is something that's going to help improve client-assistant relationships all the way around. It's going to make for a phenomenal working relationship moving forward, because every relationship is going to come up with snags, and you're going to have to be able to work through those and continue working together. So it's presenting to the client and saying, I love working with you, Michael. It has been phenomenal doing Sketchy with you, and I love supporting you and making all kinds of gifts. The following things would be super helpful moving forward if we could do a call twice a week instead of once a week. If you could look at your emails with the following things that I need highlighted in yellow at the end of the day and respond to those so that I can get on those the next day, that would be super helpful. Again, love working with you. Always looking forward or always looking for feedback on how we can improve our relationship. Have a great evening. Compliment sandwich.
Okay, Brad. Have you received one or two of those now? Does this now sound familiar?
No, I don't get compliments. I just get sandwiches.
But it's letting the client know you love working with them. Here's some improvements that you would like to see implemented that you can see being helpful in your relationship, and that you do want to continue working with them and being more productive as a team moving forward. So that's what compliment sandwiches are at SquaredAway.
I really like it from the sheer fact that this is, hey, we're talking about compliment sandwiches being given from your assistant or support person to you. They can go both ways, right? And so this is, I would recommend to all of you, because this is something, there's a little bit of an equation to it. I'm going to give it a try, right? Michael?
Uh-oh, yes.
I really like your drawings most days of the week, and they make me really happy and they make me smile. What I need you to do, though, is really kind of let me know what you're going to draw a few times so that I can be prepared to respond to your drawings correctly, unlike some of the times, and try to match them with my drawings. But I really love you, Michael, and I want to continue doing great episodes of Sketchy Ideas and keeping things sketchy. Can we do that? Did I get, hey, first try, right? Was that okay?
That was 95% great.
Yes. I think that was a really good compliment sandwich for first ever.
It was a really good. It was. You only made one small mistake, and I'm joking because actually no, you're right.
I think I know what it is.
Well, self-aware, Brad. What could you have done better in your compliment sandwich? What would you have done differently next time?
I shouldn't have said most days at the beginning in my compliment.
I think that okay. I can see that. Any other small tweaks you would make?
I didn't make a clear ask.
No, I think your ask was pretty clear.
From the hip.
Yeah, no. It's
okay, right. then tell me.
Oh, it was really great. It was in the same vein. I didn't even think the most days. It was.
Here comes the sandwich. Here comes the sandwich.
I actually, okay. Hashtag unpopular opinion. I hate the compliment sandwich. Moving on. Brad, to your point, it was the butt.
This is your Giphy. There's your Giphy, Brian. The Michelle with the wide open mouth. The shocked face.
It was the but. Use the word but at the end. But before you gave the last part of the compliment. It's a small, and gotcha. I say this because I'm very familiar with the compliment sandwich. And people break the sandwich and think it's all messy and falls apart whenever they use the word but. Because Michelle was perfect. If you're going to do the compliment sandwich, and you should sometimes. Opening positive statement. Pause. Opportunity for improvement with specific, objective, constructive feedback. Pause. Positive moving forward statement. People mentally want to link those things together with the but what but does is says either before or after this but, one or the other isn't true.
Yeah.
And it's a very small thing, but it's important. Exactly. It's just the whole thing kind of falls apart, and then the mayonnaise soaks through the bread, and the lettuce slides right out with the good meat on it, and now it's really disappointing. So compliment sandwiches work as long as the middle is you build the middle part first, step one. And step two, you don't try to link it together with but, because but will allow the listener to discount the part that they don't like.
So butts are like putting sardines on your roast beef sandwich.
Please don't do that. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Don't do that.
See, but now you got an image.
There you go. Yeah, don't worry. There you go, everybody. You're welcome. Hopefully you're not having lunch while sketching with us today. Michelle, listen, I think everybody, yourself included, has made a really strong case for, okay, so we all can be we all could use some help. Let's start there. If I'm going to get some help from somebody, let me get help from a lot of somebodies who are professionals at this, who are proactive and are going to build a partnership. That's the kind of thing that I would make a time and effort to get involved in, because you're better at making me a better delegator than I will ever be at being a delegator myself. So I think that's a good relationship to get into. If anybody else is along for this ride and they said, all right, you sold me, what do I do next? How does somebody get started?
You can email info@gosquaredaway.com, and we will definitely get you taken care of and get you all squared away. No pun intended, or all the pun intended.
Or fully intended. And
I see what you did there. I see what you did.
We got you.
That's not sketchy at all.
No,
She's
when the
not
name of your
sketchy at
company
all.
is Squared Away, you use it all the time. I mean,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Literally all the time.
literally all the time. Perfect. So again, I'm just going to repeat that. Send a message to info@gosquaredaway.com. Mention Sketchy Ideas.
And can I mention the offer?
We like offers. Please.
If you mention Sketchy Ideas, you'll get 25% off of your first month with SquaredAway.
Whoa. All right, Michelle came to play, folks. That's a legit offer. All right.
That's one of these. She did one of these. Go Squared Away.
Boom. And we're out. So do that. Please get the help. If you don't get help from Go Squared Away, please get help. You're welcome. All right. So you just learned all about. We got to put a wrap. You just learned all about the mystery magic bad country song that is getting the proper support that you need to grow and scale your business. Really want to thank Michelle from Squared Away. Thank you for being a guest and teaching us a whole lot of things that we didn't know. For those of you who are following along at home, PCSing is a permanent change of station, which is funny because I don't know how many times you're going to make a permanent change of station. I'm just going to, I don't know. I've heard people do.
Yeah,
lots of
very sketchy. Very sketchy.
Speaking of sketchy, it's a permanent change of station for 18 months. You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Anyway, let's wrap it up. So this is being a better delegator, talking with somebody who is a master of this. Michelle, thank you again for being here. In next week,
thank you.
I don't even know, do we have next week's episode figured out? Well, I'm sure we'll pick this conversation up and keep it moving because there's more to this story. If you're going to grow and scale your business with support, there's a few more things we want to talk about and teach you to help you get there. So on behalf of Brad, Brian, myself, and Michelle, please reach out to us. You can send us an email at info@sketchyideasshow.com. One of our producers, probably Brian, will reach out to you and follow up with you. Again, please reach out to Michelle and the team at Go Squared Away for the support that you need. And come back next week when we go over another sketchy idea live. And remember, just because it's a sketchy idea doesn't mean it's not worth it. Thanks again for being here, folks. We'll see you next time.
Bye.